put some cards. We have, of course, 45 has become the ranting lunatic at the moment. The judge ruled, when it came to Eastman and having to turn over these documents. And so 45, the ranting loon, is out there attacking the judge. And, I won the election, and you don't know anything about me, and you don't know about this case, and you don't, it's just crazy, crazy stuff. This judge is a political hack, and he doesn't understand, so let's see I'm going to leave the link in here, and he's going to read exactly what the loon is now out there spouting about this. And that's what he does. It was one judge because he's Mexican. That's why he ruled against me. Oh, it's because, and so he's his own worst enemy. It's just, the minute I heard this, it's like the spoiled kid that's never had any accountability, and they just screaming and throwing a tantrum because they don't get their way. And that's what it's like. It's just a screaming, spoiled kid that thinks the world owes him everything. And so he's out there just making the most egregious statements, attacking this judge. Now, you can't be a real brilliant person if you're out there attacking the judges. Okay, so what we get here going into it, the burden, and him thinking that he's just this magician. He's going to wave a wand, make it magically go away, because he's at a crossroads and he doesn't like the rulings. Well, he's on drugs. Okay, basically, this is my card for somebody that's drinking. It's supposed to be celebrating and stuff, but it's not celebrating. This one reminds me of somebody that's on drugs, not balanced, not grounded, on drugs. So I don't know what he's smoking, drinking, huffing, but it's something, because he is really lost his mind with his acting out and tantrums that he's throwing. Going into it, the past, we have this fight that he continues at, this dreamer, that he thought that just stealing the election, that he could get away with it. But he's barking mad, okay? He's, in illusion, and continues with this thing that thinks that, he should have gotten away with the stealing an election. And so he's on this rant. You can't touch me because I'm really president. Well, you're not president, okay? So the challenge is, at the heart of it, shedding light on it. The world thing is, usually the world card is, you're coming to an end of a cycle. Now, the challenge with him, he thinks he can buy and sell everything, okay? What did he say when he got into, I can buy all the politicians. He bragged about buying politicians before, okay? So he thinks he should be able to buy the judges. If he doesn't get his way, then he's going to throw a tantrum. We have him, the father, and now is coming what? The tower moment. Okay, so he's going to get abusive when these rulings come down, okay? Because this is a tower moment for him. And it's not going to go away, okay? And he's sitting there showing how immature he is, childish, spoiled. It's what it is. It's like a spoiled brat that's never had accountability, that doesn't get his thing and throws a royal fit. You ever seen those kids in the store where the mommy and daddy never, and he didn't get his candy, so he lays there and screams and turns red and pounds the thing and, at the top of his lungs. And when he does that, mommy comes, okay, honey, I'll get you whatever. Well, it's not going to work for him, okay? He's not a child anymore, and he can't buy and sell everything. Besides that, he doesn't have the funds to do it anymore. So he's at the crossroads, and as usual, his snaky things, that's the roots he wants to put out. That's what the seeds he continues to plant with his actions. And in this case, it's not writing because, he doesn't have the intelligence to really write a lot. But he's going out there on his Truth Social and having his ridiculous nonsense. So as usual, reevaluating the wishes and saying he's being persecuted and prosecuted and persecuted, and, this needs to end. And, it's the usual drama with him. But he's going down, and he absolutely cannot, he's not a man. Okay, he's not a person of worth and value. He's a spoiled little rich kid that thinks all he has to do is hold his breath and scream and kick his heels, and he can get what he wants. Okay? Well, no, you can't buy and sell these, Judge. You got a real judge now, not a fake thing like he's got there, this inexperienced woman that he's able to cajole and has drug her into his web of nonsense. Okay? What happens when you get a real judge that's going to follow the law? You're going to lose. Okay? So he's not impressed with his so-called wealth. He's not impressed with the so-called steal. He's not impressed that little Donnie Dark is going to sit there and throw a tantrum. Okay? So little Donnie Dark can sit there and throw his tantrum all he wants and scream and yell and turn red and kick his feet, but nobody's going to come and say, oh, little Donnie Dark, we're going to make it all better for you. Okay? It's time that he grows a set, okay, with these shriveled up little raisins he's got now, that thinks he can go around bullying people and acting the fool, okay? So yeah, I'm going to leave this here, but really not a smart move to sit there every time he gets something ruled against him. He goes on the attack and shows what an absolute fool he truly is. So I'm going to leave this here. Oh my God. What is this whining, crying little, rich, spoiled one thinks he's going to do this time? Okay? Nobody's impressed with you anymore. Well, except for the MAGA crowd. Okay? They're still impressed with him, with his fake, wealth and his fake, all the nonsense he puts out there. Okay? Like he said, he loves stupid people. And you hear some of these people talk, and they just make no sense. They have no clarity, no sense of groundedness. The things they put out there, you just listen and go, oh my God, what what planet are these people on? Did they go past first grade? I just, oh my goodness. Anyway, enough of the rant here. I'm going to leave this here. But again, when I see this, that's what I see with him. Laying on the floor, turning red, turning blue, screaming, throwing a tantrum, and that's how he got what he wanted growing up. Throw a tantrum, okay? Lie, deny, throw a tantrum, throw money around, and then brag about it, okay? What was it in school? He paid somebody to do his papers, okay? Again, and the teacher said he was the most stupid student he's ever had, okay? So he's not clever in some things. He's clever when it comes to finding snaky ways around to do things. But as far as being a person of quality and strength, integrity, those things are just absolutely not there at all, okay? So, yeah, little Donnie Dark, just sit there and throw a tantrum and rail against these judges that you can't buy and sell, and cry and scream it's unfair, but you caught dead to rights, and now you're going to have to grow a set and man up, or continue to look like the little tyrannical, spoiled child that you were growing up, Mr. Bone Spurs. Oh my goodness.